Good evening, everybody, and welcome on into another episode of Play-by-Play with JJ. Phillies baseball just about ready to get underway. My name is Jason Joseph. Aaron Nola will be on the mound today as the Phillies are taking on the San Diego Padres for Game 2 of this best-of-3 series. What's up, Daniel? How you doing, man? Phillies have Aaron Nola, and over his last 7 games, he's actually 4-1 over his last 7 home games, I should say. And he's been doing a pretty good job overall. Want him to go out there and give you another really deep outing. He is 8-3 with a 3.48 ERA and 78 strikeouts, along with a 1.08 WHIP as well. The last time he pitched, he did not have a good outing, though. He did allow 8 earned runs. His ERA coming into that outing was at a 2.77, and he allowed 11 hits, 8 earned runs, 2 walks, and just had 2 strikeouts, and that was against the Boston Redsox. Phillies would lose that game by a score of 9-3. But he's looking for some redemption. Last time he played against the San Diego Padres, he just allowed 3 earned runs, 7 hits in 8 innings, and had 10 strikeouts in that ball game as well. And that's the type of performance that you're going to hope to see today from Nola. Want to make sure that he can utilize the changeup and the knuckle curve the way that he has been throughout most of the season. Yesterday, or the last time he pitched, it was just a little bit flat. And the guy that he's going to be going up against today is Michael King. And King has overall had a pretty good season. He's been arguably, I think it's safe to say that he's been their best pitcher that has not only stayed healthy, but has given them a lot of production this season. He's 5-4. He has a 3.58 earned run average, along with 95 strikeouts. And in his last outing that he pitched, he actually went 5 innings, allowed 2 earned runs, and had 12 strikeouts, which was a season high for him. So that was against the Oakland Athletics. Say what you want about the Athletics, but he's definitely been finding ways to get batters out, and the strikeouts have been really effective for him. He's faced the Phillies one time this year, but the Phillies were able to get a lot of runs off of him. Offensively speaking, they actually hit 3 homers, and he allowed 6 earned runs in that game. Only lasted 5 1/3. All right, so let's get into the starting lineup for tonight for the San Diego Padres, as the Padres are going to be batting first. Padres facing the Phillies out at the bank. So it'll be Arraez batting in the leadoff spot. Is the DH tonight. Jake Cronenworth's over at second base. He's batting second. Jurickson Profar, the left fielder for the Padres, is hitting third. And batting in the cleanup spot will be Manny Machado over at third base. Donovan Solano takes the duties over at first, and he's batting fifth. Behind him will be Merrill, Jackson Merrill that is, who's batting sixth and playing out in center field. The right fielders, David Peralta batting seventh. Luis Campusano batting eighth, and he's the catcher. Then you got Tyler Wade batting in the ninth spot, and he's the shortstop for tonight's game. So just to reiterate, it's Arraez, Cronenworth, Profar, Machado, Solano, Merrill, Peralta, Campusano, and Wade. And they're going up against Aaron Nola. Nola making his career number 250th start. So good for him just going out there, and that's quite a milestone for sure. Phillies are wearing their white and red pinstripes, and that's with the red Phillies letters attached on the front of the jersey. And also the red letters and numbers on the back as well, and the white Phillies logo on top of the caps. What's up, Denbrew? How you doing, man? What is up, Turk Glass? What's going on, Steve? What's up, D? Make sure you guys like and subscribe as you come on in, and hit that thumbs up button. Tell me what your final score predictions are down below. Nola this year has just allowed 24 walks. Had 2 in his last outing, and that was against the Boston Red Sox. And he's going to be on the mound. Phillies defensively, they got Kyle Schwarber as the DH, from The catcher is Garrett Stubbs. Over at first base, you got Bryce Harper. At second, it'll be Bryson Stott. Third, it's Alec Bohm. And the shortstop is Trea Turner. And from left to right, it'll be Marsh, Pache, and Castellanos, who are in the outfield for Philadelphia. It's a pretty hot day at the bank. It's in the mid-90s, I want to say. They actually say that it's at 89 degrees right now, according to the Game Time app. All right, sounds good. 10-2 good, guys, is D's final score prediction. Nice. Very, very cool. Did I allow these? Yeah, I did. Well, the Phillies have provided 31 runs during this series against the San Diego Padres. That's the season series breakdown. They're also hitting .345 in the regular season series and have hit 12 homers, including 3 last night, 2 by Kyle Schwarber and 1 by Alec Bohm. All right, so we're ready to get underway. And alrighty, good stuff. Let's undo that. Whoops. Why is that not working? There we go. Good stuff. All right, Padres are in their brown and gold uniforms, and the first pitch is taken for a strike. All right, so now we are good to go. I will make sure that I fix the MLB score ticker in just a few moments. I don't know why. Oh, there it is. The 0-1 pitch, and that's on the outside edge of the plate for strike 2. So it's an 0-2 count. Arraez hitting 322 with a homer and 18 RBI. Also has a .357 on-base percentage and a .385 slugging percentage as well. The ball's 2 strikes. Nola kicks, fires, and it's fouled away towards the right side. Edwin Moscasco is the home plate umpire. And you got Jeremy Rahak over at first base. Scott Berry's the second base ump. And over at third, it's Bruce Dreckman. The ball's 2 strikes. The leg kick and the pitch. And that is just barely fouled off of the foot of Arraez. Phillies' money line today is set at minus 170. Padres' money line coming into today was at plus 130. And the over-under was set at 8.5 runs. 0-2. The 5th pitch of the at-bat by Nola. Here it is. And that's fouled away once again. Arraez doing a good job of just finding ways to stay alive. In the month of June, he's hitting .250 with 2 doubles, 3 RBI, 2 hat tricks of runs scored, and 3 strikeouts. The 0-2 pitch by Nola. And there's a fly ball that's drifting foul towards the left field side. And what a catch by that fan in the red Phillies shirts over towards the left field corner. And give Arraez credit for just battling. That's what he does. It's not easy to strike him out. Cronenworth in the on-deck circle. And the 0-2 pitch, ground ball, hit over towards the first base side, knocked down by Harper, and the flip back over to Nola, and he recovers back to the bag, and there's 1 gone in the top of the first inning. Well, that was a 7-pitch at-bat. And Harper did a good job at just knocking it down. Had to have the glove open when it hit the ground over towards that first base side. Here's Jake Cronenworth. Padres coming into today, they're 37-39. The pitch by Nola. How about that knuckle curve that just lands at the knees for strike 1? Cronenworth hitting .255, has 10 homers, 46 runs knocked in as well. The pitch, way up high for a ball. Jake is 2 for his last 20. And this season against the Phillies, he's 3 for 11 with a pair of doubles, a homer, and 4 RBI. The 1-1 pitch, and that's lined foul towards the right side. The Padres actually lead all of baseball in team batting average. Their batting average this season is at .259. So they definitely got a lot of guys on base. The pitching has just been the other side of the story, and they have not done a good job with getting runners in. The pitch, and that's on the inside corner, called strike 3, and there's 2 gone in the top of the first. Pitch looked a little bit inside, to be quite honest with you. But it was framed perfectly by Stubbs. Don't they lead the league in double plays? That I don't know. I'd have to double check that. They hit into 3 last night. Sturkson Profar batting on the left side, and first pitch he looks at is a fastball that misses wide. I'll have to look into that stat. Profar has 12 doubles this year and 10 homers as well. Cronenworth is going to go back over towards the tunnel. I don't know why, but they just showed him going back. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. I don't know what the update's going to be on that. Be curious to see. Phillies are in their white and red pinstripes with the red letters on the front and the back. The 1-1 delivery, and that is to hit him. I think it was just way up high and inside. Profar had a run away from the box. Lost his bat, and will retreat back over towards the left side of the box. I'll do that. Man, they have a pitch that's really high and inside like that. Look out below. Profar this year, batting .321 with 10 homers, 46 RBI to go along with that. And the 2-1, he fouls that one off of his ankle. Thank goodness he has a protector on 2. So if he tried to dodge out of a way of a fastball that was inside and high, but he still got hit because he fouled the pitch off. Profar is just 2 for his last 16. The 2-2 pitch. There's a ground ball back up the middle. It was actually bounced off the mound, and Turner has it, flips it over to first, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the San Diego Padres, and we head to the bottom of the first. Phillies are coming up to bat in just a few moments. John asks, how do you think Trea Turner's return is going to impact the Phillies? I think that it's going to be a very positive impact, man, for sure. Orioles Birdwatcher, what's going on, Steve? Have a good call. About to call a game that is going to, or here shortly, take care. Appreciate you, man. Drop that link down below. All right, bottom of the first. We got Kyle Schwarber leading things off for the Phillies. Then it'll be Trea Turner, Bryce Harper, Alec Bohm, Bryson Stott, Nick Castellanos, Brandon Marsh, Christian Pache, and Garrett Stubbs. Rafael Marchand had a 4-hit game yesterday for Philadelphia, and he is taking a seat today. Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Bohm, Stott, Castellanos, Marsh, Pache, and Stubbs. That's the lineup for tonight's Phillies game. I'll predict the Schwarber homer today. What are your final score predictions? The Marlins and the Cardinals are currently tied 4-4, and that's going to the top of the third. It's a high-scoring game so far. Cardinals put up 2 runs in the top of the first. The Marlins answered back, put up 3 runs in the bottom half of their first. Cardinals got 2 runs in the top of the second. Marlins tied it back in the bottom of the second. So again, It's Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Bohm, Stott, Castellanos, Marsh, Pache, and Stubbs. That's the lineup for the Philadelphia Phillies from 1 through 9. On the mound is Michael King. As he gets set, delivers, and the first pitch is in there for strike one to Kyle Schwarber. Came in at 91 miles per hour. Schwarber hitting .253, which is the second highest season average he's had. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Had a multi-homer game last night. That was his third home run game of the season, which is tied for second in all of baseball. The ball's 2 strikes, and the pitch to Schwarber, and he grounds this one over to the third base side. Machado cleans it up and throws over to first with the glove low, and it's in time. So Schwarber grounds out over to third, and Trea Turner's up to bat. Talking a little bit more about Michael King. Well, mentioned before that he's had a pretty good overall season. Came in today with a 3.58 ERA. The pitch, and that's on the outside corner for a strike, called by Edwin Moscasco. King is 29 years old from Rochester, New York. Stands at 6'3" and weighs 210 pounds. The 0-1, and that's fouled off the catcher's gear to make it 0-2. King has pitched in 83 innings, has recorded 95 strikeouts, and this is start number 15 on the season. The windup and the pitch, wide and high for ball 1. Came in at 96 miles per hour. He fires the fastball, comes in between 94 and 96. Also has a sinker, has a slider as well. There it goes. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Turner strikes out on the sinker at 95 miles per hour. It's just a little bit outside. 2 up, 2 down, and Bryce Harper's up to bat. Oof, that looked pretty deceiving. I think Turner was thinking 4-seamer, but the sinker had a lot of spin on it. Bryce Harper's up to bat. He's hitless against Michael King during his career, and he takes the first pitch high for a ball. Oh for 3, he is a lifetime against King with a strikeout. 46 RBI on the season for Bryce. The 1-0 pitch, and that misses inside for ball 2. Padres catcher today is Luis Campusano. On the mound is Michael King. In the infield, over at first base, you got Donovan Solano. At second, it's Cronenworth. And at third base, it's Machado. 2-0 pitch, and that's downstairs for ball 3. Shortstop is going to be Tyler Wade. Ha-Seong Kim has the night off. Merrill's out in center. Peralta's out in right. And in left, it's Jurickson Profar. No Fernando Tatis Jr. The next pitch, and that's fouled away. Who do you think is going to end the regular season with the most homers? I don't know, man. I think it's going to be Aaron Judge. How about you, though, bro? 3 balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch outside for ball 4. And Bryce Harper gets a 2-out walk. That's walk number 46 on the season for Bryce. Just had his 1,000th career walk about a week ago. Here's Alec Bohm. He's up to bat. He had a 3-run homer in last night's game, and he has just been a hitting machine for Philadelphia. First pitch, he takes that one for a strike. Alec is 15 for 42 with 2 homers and 11 RBI over his last 10 games. No balls, 1 strike. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the pitch just misses off the plate. He's recorded 11 hits 11 of those 15 hits in his last 4 games. 4 of them have been extra base hits. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch is fouled away by Bohm. His average up to 307 now. His average during those last 10 games is 9th best compared to all National League hitters at 342. Harper over at first. We're in the bottom of the first. And the throw back to first is not in time. 2 outs. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bohmer. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. King gets set. Here's pitch number 16 of the inning, and it's upstairs. Phillies had 18 hits in last night's game. Talked about how they've hit 12 homers in the regular season series versus the Padres and have knocked in 31 runs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the 2-2. There's a fly ball drifting foul towards the right field side where the sun is shining bright. And that's fouled away. Bohm does stay alive. Phillies put up 9 runs last night, and that was the 9th time this year that they've done that. Where they've put up at least 9 runs. The 2-2 to Bohm. Misses down and away for ball 3. Padres, they have their brown and gold, or brown and tan uniforms. They have a yellow heart, a gold heart, I should say, over on the left side of the chest. Payoff pitch to Bohm, and that is at the knees on the outside corner for a called 3rd strike. A late call by Moscasco. It was the right one, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 man left, and we've played 1 full inning and head to the top of the 2nd at the bank, scoreless. Hi there, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. I appreciate you all so much for being here. I asked a poll question that I would like each and every one of you to answer. Now that we are 72 games into the season, coming into today, right? I think that now's a perfect time to ask, which Phillies player is your favorite? Is it Alec Bohm? Is it Ranger Suarez, Bryce Harper, or is it somebody else? Is it JT? Is it Zach Wheeler? Who is it? Trea Turner? Edmundo Sosa? Let us know down below. I think that my favorite player so far this year, if I'm being biased, has been Ranger Suarez because I love his motor. I think that he works so hard. Bohm is another good one. I like how Bohm always comes through in the clutch. He's taken so many positive steps forward. It's weird because you think about when he first came up to the team, and I always bring this up, but nobody really does talk about this. He was so bad defensively. He was playing over at first base. We were saying that Rhys Hoskins' defense was way, way better than Alec Bohm's defense. And look at how far he's come. Now he's over at third base. He's gotten used to the position. He's batting so much better. He's coming through in the clutch, and that's why he's batting cleanup. Ranger, yeah. Ranger's been my favorite. Manny Machado up to bat with his pink sleeve, and he takes a strike over on the outside edge at the knees for strike 1. Manny hitting .249 with 6 long balls and 33 runs driven in. The leg kick and the pitch to Machado, and he pops it up, but it goes over towards the seats near the first base side. 0-2 is the count to Manny Machado. Cardinals have scored 2 more runs in their top of the third. And the 0-2 misses way outside for a ball. I bring that up because it was 4-4 going into the top of the third between them and the Marlins. It's been a high-scoring game. Everybody has scored in each inning so far. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the next one is way up high for ball 2. Chris says that Bohm is his favorite so far. Nice. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Manny Machado. Nola kicks, delivers, swing and a miss. He struck him out on the knuckle curve. And there's 2 strikeouts on the day for Aaron Nola. Ended up striking out Cronenworth, looking to get the second out of the first inning. And he strikes out Machado to get the first out of the second. And when he's on with a knuckle curve, it just is so hard. It's almost impossible to hit. It really is. 1 out in the top of the second. And Donovan Solano, the former Giant, grounds the first pitch over towards the right side. Played on a bounce by Stott. He spins, turns, throws over to first. And there's 2 outs in the top of the second. Hit sharply, close but no cigar. And 2 quick outs by Nola. Think about also the 7-pitch at-bat that he had to Luis Arraez to lead off that first inning. Up next is Jackson Merrill. Remember, Fernando Tatis Jr. has the day off along with Ha-Seong Kim. The pitch fouled away. Saw Cronenworth go back to the tunnel, but he still is in the game. The ball is 1 strike. The pitch just misses. Good job by Stubbs to try to frame that perfectly. About the camera operator over towards the visitor's dugout. Bringing a glove this time. 1-1 pitch, and that's ripped foul towards the first base side. And, well, the ball girl just made a really nice play on the bounce. Boy, she just scooped it up like it was an ice cream cone. So we saw the camera operator make a nice little play with his glove, and, well, the ball girl made a nice play on the next pitch. What's going to happen here? The next pitch is downstairs. It was heading towards the dirt. My gosh. Bat-to-bat pitches. Look at how big his glove is, too. The camera operator. That's like the size of maybe 4 baseball. You could probably fit maybe 5 baseball gloves into that thing. That's how big it is. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Decided to go with a nasty pitch in the dirt. And the inning is over. 2 strikeouts in the inning as Aaron Nola has mowed down all the batters so far that the Padres have had. We head to the bottom of the second. No score at the bank. My Trout update. The surgery was initially projected to sideline Trout for 4 to 6 weeks. It appears it's going to be much longer. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. It's too bad. Wayne says, really don't have a favorite. It takes all our good players to win. But if I have a favorite, it's JT because he controls the game with the pitchers and he controls the lineup with his defense. And his offense, too. He really does. He really does provide a lot at the plate this year. And his pop time, it's the best in all of baseball still. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. Let's take a sip of tea. Cheers. If If you are new to the channel, comment who you are down below. My name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. We need 45 more subscribers to get us to 3,000. It's hard to believe that we're almost there. Sanjay, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. I appreciate that very, very much. Bryson Stott will lead off the inning. It'll be Stott, Castellanos, and Marsh. And Stott stares at a sinker right down Broad Street for strike one. The 0-1, and he shoots that one foul towards the third base area. Stott just hitting .234 this year. He's really he hasn't really gotten into his groove yet. The ball is 2 strikes, and the next pitch is way outside for a ball. He was the best 2-strike hitter last year in all of baseball. This year, though, it's been a little bit of a different story. Hasn't been able to find that groove. 1-2 pitch, and he slaps that one foul. Remember, at the beginning of the season, Kevin Long said to him that he wants him to be more aggressive on the first pitch. And I'm not the one to try to assume things, but you have to think that that could be a factor into why he hasn't really been producing at the rate that he was last year. 1-2, that's a breaking ball that misses away for ball 2. But also scouting reports change as well. You realize what types of pitches that he does a good job on in certain counts, and you figure out a strategy. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Michael King records his 3rd strikeout of the day to get the first out of the second. King had 12 strikeouts against the Oakland Athletics. And he's sort of picking up where he left off so far, even though we're still early on. That'll bring up Nick Castellanos. And Steve, you're right. Pitch, and there's a line drive hit out to right center field, and that's going to drop in there for a base hit. Nick Castellanos, who had 2 doubles yesterday, able to break the ice for the Phillies as he hits it the opposite way, and there's a 1-out single by Nicky C. There you go. Gotta like when he's making really good contact with the baseball. It seems that he's getting pretty hot now. And the doubles that he had yesterday were good swings into the gap. Brandon Marsh up next, batting on the left side with the bat just above his shoulder in the first pitch. What a stop by Campusano. It was inside and low. One ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 pitch, and that's a full flare out to right field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Castellanos goes over to second base, back-to-back singles for Philadelphia, and there's a little rally starting for the Philadelphia Phillies in this bottom of the second inning. There's a big spot here as Christian Pache's up to bat. Charge. Back-to-back singles for Philadelphia. And here's Christian Pache looking to get the Phillies out in front. Pitch number 1, and that's going to get away from Campusano. It's going to go all the way towards the dugout. It almost actually went inside on the rail, but that's going to put 2 runners in scoring position. That's going to be recorded as a wild pitch. Campusano tried to block it. It was a breaking ball and just did not have a good read there. Didn't know if he should face the glove open, but he actually tried to backhand it, and he probably should have had the glove open. That does get rid of the double play ball. Pache up to bat, and the 1-0 delivery, and a chopper that's foul towards the third base side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Phillies looking to get on top. You're in the bottom of the second. Pache this year with just 8 RBI. Last time he drove in a run was on May 29th. And since then, when the month has turned to June, he's 3 for his last 14. 1 ball, 1 strike. King with pitch number 31. And the 1-1 swing and a miss. That sinker was inside. He got behind on it. One ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch to Pache just misses inside. Not by much, though, to make the count now 2-2. Phillies have the 3rd highest batting average with runners in scoring position this season. They're behind the Royals and the Guardians. They're hitting 283. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. Coming home is Castellanos. The throw to the plate. Got him. Just in time. That's going to be a 6-2 fielder's choice ground out. Stott goes over to third. Tyler Wade making a nice play. I don't know why you send Castellanos in that sort of a situation. Phillies base running just not doing a good job over these last 4 or 5 games. And that was a big out, too. Everybody knew that he was going to run. It wasn't like that the ball was hit towards the deep part of the infield. More so towards the infield grass it was. I don't know why you send Castellanos there. So Pache grounds into a fielder's choice. And Garrett Stubbs up to bat. And the pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. I mean, if it was hit towards the deeper part of the infield, I'd say, okay, sure, there's no Ha-Seong Kim, but Tyler Wade is not a scrub or anything. He's pretty good. The 0-1 pitch, and that's a fastball taken right down the heart and soul of the plate for strike 2. Not a good at-bat either, though, by Pache. The ball is 2 strikes. Marsh is over at second base. 0-2 pitch, and that pitch was way up high, and somehow, some way, Garrett Stubbs got a piece of it. The ball's 2 strikes, 2 runners on. We're in the bottom of the second, and there's 2 outs. The next pitch, just inside, and Michael King thought maybe he was going to get the call there, and Moscasco said, nope, go back to the mound. That's a pitch that could have gone either way, and that honestly should have been called a strike. Statcast said it was a strike, and had a lot of good movement there, but let's see if Stubbs can make him pay. 1-2. That's a breaking ball that misses low for ball 2. Cardinals now lead at 7-4 in the top of the 4th. Wow. They're just providing runs left and right in that game. Schwarber waits on deck. The 2-2 pitch. And that misses inside and low for ball 3. And fans clap along. 39 total pitches by Michael King. 23 have been for strikes, and 16 have been called balls. Another sold-out crowd at Citizens Bank Park. Big payoff pitch coming up. And here it is. And check swing, did he go? And Stubbs did. The third base umpire, Bruce Dreckman, said yes, sir. And the inning is over. No runs. 2 men left. And we head to the top of the 3rd inning with no scores so far at Citizens Bank Park. That fielder's choice ground out by Pache was just absolutely crucial. And you can't send Castellanos home there. I understand if the ball's hit like towards the back part of the infield. I'm fine with that. But it was towards the infield grass. I'm not sending them there. How about you guys? For those of you that did watch, would you have sent Nick Castellanos home there? I'd say absolutely not. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. Hardcore for All says done with Stubbs. That guy's a backup catcher. He's not supposed to be a starter. Steve says hell no. Noah says no. Roland, will the Phillies win? Advice, please. I mean, they're the best team in baseball. They're 40-24. But that's all I'll say. Yeah, if they're the best team, why not? Who's your favorite Phillies player? 34% of you have said it's Alec Bohm. 25% of you have said it's Ranger Suarez. It's 13% of you have said someone else. What's going on in the chat? Advice, saying the whole time. Please, Noah. All right, top of the third we go at Citizens Bank Park, and Aaron Nola takes the rubber once again for his third time today. David Peralta playing out in right field for Fernando Tatis Jr., and pitch number 1 is taken right down the heart and soul of the plate. Marchand was real hot last night. A bit surprised to see Stubbs out there. I'm not. The ball is 1 strike, and the next one is outside for ball 1. You have to understand that chemistry between some of these top-tier pitchers really matters, and Nola does have some chemistry with Garrett Stubbs. The 1-1 pitch, and that's fouled away. Not saying that you can't build that with Rafael Marchand, but that's a guy who hasn't played every day, and until we see if he can get more hits more often and do some more stuff on the defensive side, then maybe we'll see a chance for him. But it's tough because you got the best catcher in baseball. 1-1 is fouled away. Peralta's average, 250. Played for the Diamondbacks at one point of his career. The 1-2, outside for ball 2. He's now 36 years old. Played with the Diamondbacks from 2014 to 2022. 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Another knuckle curve thrown by Aaron Nola. That came in at 81 miles per hour, and Nola with 4 Ks on the day so far. Back-to-back strikeouts as well. Out of all the 7 batters he's faced, he has struck out 4 of them. It's pretty crazy. 1 out in the top of the third. And the pitch to Campusano, and there's a high bouncer hit over to shortstop, backhanded by Turner. The throw across the diamond is in plenty of time to get out number 2. That's the second straight inning in a row where a Padres batter has gotten the second out of the inning on the first pitch. Last inning it was Donovan Solano. This time around it's Campusano. Phillies starting pitching have gone 7 or more innings in 22 of their 72 games that they've played in. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Aaron Nola has gone at least 7 innings 6 times this season. And he's behind Zach Wheeler, who's gone 7 innings 7 times. The 0-1 fly ball hit out over towards center field. Pache doesn't even have to flinch, and he's there to make the catch. And the inning is over. 1 through 9, all retired by Aaron Nola. And we head to the bottom of the third inning with no score at Citizens Bank Park. About that, man. Good stuff so far. And by the way, the record in those 72, in those 22 games where a starting pitcher for the Phillies has gone 7 or more innings, 21-1. And during 3 of those outings by Nola, so he's gone 7 innings 6 times this season, 7 or more innings 6 times. 3 of those outings took him to the 8th inning. And one of them he got a complete game shutout in the 9th. That's how dominant this pitching staff has been all season long. JJ, what's in my cup? I got some tea. Why? I kind of lost my voice a little bit last night. So if you notice that my energy and my tone is a little bit down today, that's why. I'm not really trying to push it, you know. And so far, so good with not a lot of scoring. Not that I don't want the Phillies to score a lot of runs, because I do. I'm just not trying to wear down those vocal cords, you know. So Kyle Schwarber comes up, and we head to the bottom of the 3rd. We flip the lineup card. Dog, what's up? What's up, Roland? Schwarber grounded out to 3rd his first time up. And the first pitch is way outside. It was a foot off the plate. Schwarber grounded out to 3rd in the first, as we just mentioned. He's 5 for 15 coming into today versus the Padres this year with 3 homers and 5 RBI. The 1-0 is taken for a strike. He's had 5 two-hit games in each of his last 7 games versus the Padres. The 1-1 delivery. That's a changeup taken at the knees for strike 2. Schwarber also just became the fastest player to get 60 career homers in the month of June. It took him 172 games. Mike Piazza, Jim Thome, Lou Gehrig, Ralph Kiner, and Jose Canseco were also on that list. The pitch upstairs for ball 2. It took Mike Piazza 191 games to get to 60 career homers in the month of June. Thome, it took him 195 along with Lou Gehrig, and Kiner and Canseco, it took them 197 games. The 2-2 pitch. Another breaking ball that misses low and inside for ball 3. Ranger's my favorite player right now. You're trying to put your rent on the Phillies? Rent? Bro, that's insane. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. That pitch was outside, and Schwarber swung at ball 4. And that's strikeout number 5 on the day for Michael King. Surprised that he chased after that pitch. All right, Trea Turner up to bat for his 2nd time today. What's up, Thomas? Checking in from the Outer Banks. OBX. Love the Outer Banks. The pitch to Turner. Ground ball hit over to shortstop, and it's fielded backhanded. Throw over to first, and it's not in time. Turner beats out the throw. He had to test the arm of the shortstop for the Padres, and that's Tyler Wade today. No Ha-Seong Kim. Almost got through the 5-6 hole, and Turner gets on with an infield single with 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd. Sometimes you just got to put the ball in the right spot. Let's see again if Turner beat out the throw. I want to make sure that he did. He did. Got it just by half a step. Just by half a step. What's up, Noah? How you doing, man? Thanks so much for stopping by. Now it's Bryce Harper's turn. Harper Watt in the first with 2 outs. The pitch to Bryce. Grounder hit over to 3rd base. This could be 2. The throw to second, there's 1. The throw back to first, not in time. It is a fielder's choice. Ground out by Bryce Harper. And again, he swings at the first pitch. It's been doing that in each of his last 3 games. Every time he's done it, it's resulted in an out. At least he hustled, though. Give him credit for that. Oh, Bohm will get a chance to come on up. And the pitch. Line drive. Hit out over towards left field. And there to make the catch is Profar. It almost went over his head. And Profar read it perfectly. That was a perfect pitch for Bohm to hammer. And Profar robbing him on a base hit. And we head to the top of the 4th. No runs. 1 hit. 1 man left. We've played 3 innings and head to the 4th with still no score between the Phillies and the Padres. It's going to go out as a line out to left. Man. Listening while I make dinner, says the hot corner. Good. What you making for dinner, my guy? Well, you can't type now because I know that you're cooking, so I don't want to. I was just curious, but you don't have to type. I understand that you're busy. Speaking of busy, you're never too busy to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. All you gotta do is just press both of those buttons once and turn on the notification bell icons too. My name's Jason Joseph. Just a little bit about me. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. I've been calling games on here for the last 18 months. I've been doing Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. That's what we do on here, man. I go live for almost every single game. I give you guys a great quality radio play-by-play. It's the most professional that you're ever going to find on here. So, if you guys know people that would be into this, be into the community that we have, and be able to get an alternate route of play-by-play, tell them about this, because I have not found a lot of people that do it the way that we do. And I think it's really awesome. Some people don't get cable. Some people that do get cable like to be able to watch it with somebody else. And the fact that we have an awesome community on here makes it even more awesome. So it's a win-win situation. We officially have a pitcher's duel. I wouldn't say, yeah, I guess you can start saying that. I'd say like after the 4th inning. That's when I'd say it, but that's just me. That's an unwritten rule for me. Pitch number 1. That's taken at the knees, but it's a called ball. Ramon Ramos, JJ for president. I couldn't do that, man, but thank you for the compliment. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch, way outside for ball 2. And if you guys want to donate to the channel, you're absolutely more than welcome to do it, man. 2 balls, no strikes. Nola kicks and fires the 2-0, and that is swung on. Hit out over towards left field, and going back is Marsh, and he has room to make the basket catch for out number 1. Arraez took that one for a ride, and Marsh tracked it down over at the track in front of the Who But WB Mason sign, and there's 1 away. It's really a good jump by Marsh. Was hit off the barrel of the bat, too, and I think Nola just got away with a mistake there. That's why you rely, though, on your good defense to help you out. It's Cronenworth who takes it low for a ball. Good stuff, JJ. Keep it up. Thank you. Appreciate it very, very much. Cronenworth has 46 runs batted in. He's tied with Jurickson Profar and Bryce Harper in the National League for 9th best in runs produced. The 0-1, or the 1-0, excuse me, is taken for a strike. So back-to-back knuckle curves thrown by Aaron Nola in this at-bat. Seems more like that he's doing that a lot today against left-handed hitters. The 1-1, and he goes with a cutter. It was a check swing foul ball. This is 100% the best way to tune in without tuning in. Yeah, but it's also interactive. Like, you don't get this on cable. That's why I think it's here to stay. Not a lot of people are doing it. The 1-2 pitch, fouled off. Like, it is a good alternate route, right? But it takes storytelling to a new level. And it makes it rich. Because you guys get to interact with me, I can interact with you, and you can just interact with people on the chat. And just have this on as background noise. Like, that's really cool. 1-2 pitch, and that just misses outside for ball 2. Thanks for doing what you do for the people who don't have cable, says Matt Spencer. You're welcome. The pitch. Knuckle curve again that missed way outside. And Serena, you know, she does a really good job with her English, you know. She's learning more from here by asking questions. And that's the other really cool thing about it, too. 3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Aaron Nola with 5 punch-outs tonight in 3 2/3 of an inning. He's been in cruise control all night long and has retired 11 straight batters in a row. That's unbelievable. And here comes Jurickson Profar. Batting on the left side. The pitch, and that is bounced foul towards the first base side. Jurickson batting .320 with 10 home runs, 46 RBI. He was the second ground-out victim for Aaron Nola. And he ended the first with a ground-out to short. The 0-1 pitch, ground ball, hit over towards the right side, gobbled up by Stott, and he throws it or tosses it over to first. And Aaron Nola has mowed down all 12 batters that he's faced so far. As we head to the bottom of the 4th, Castellanos, Stott, and Marsh are due up to bat when we return. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, guys. May have to go get some more tea after this half inning is done. Daver, what's going on, man? Appreciate you so much for being on here. Make sure that you guys vote on the poll right now. Elder says, I'm glad to see that you're wearing your Phillies shirts. That is more professional looking. Should wear the same jersey as the Phillies are wearing. That I gotta buy. Because you got the powder blues, right? You got the... They don't wear the reds anymore. They got the white pinstripes, which are always nice. They got the red pinstripes. And then they got the city edition. I always forget. City Connect or City Edition. City Edition is basketball and hockey. Get the live likes to 120. Yeah, let's get that tonight. Abolish the ATF, City Connect. Thank you. I've got the game playing on the TV with this going on my phone, but when I'm not home for it, I pop in an earbud and listen to the play-by-play wherever I am. Nice. It's great. We appreciate you for always joining us and for welcoming us into your homes, into your workspaces, and into your lives. We appreciate that. Stott, Castellanos, and Marsh are coming up to bat. Stott struck out in the second inning to get the first out recorded there. Michael King back out there on the hill, and the first pitch is taken on the outside edge of the plate for strike 1. Stott with just 34 RBI and 5 homers on the season. And the pitch is fouled away towards the left side. Last year, Bryson Stott, in case you were wondering, he ended up batting .280. He had 15 homers and 585 at-bats. The pitch, and that's fouled away. Travels with Terry. Appreciate you so much for subscribing, man. Appreciate it very, very much. The 0-2 pitch. Line drive caught. And a diving catch by Jake Cronenworth. Another base hit that's robbed to Bryson Stott. And Cronenworth just played him perfectly. And was like, look what I got. It was pulled over towards the right side. Cronenworth was shifted over there and just made an excellent catch. Well, you put him over at first, you put him over at third, you put him over at second. He's just quite an athlete. He really is. The pitch to Castellanos, and he takes that one in the dirt for a ball. We're getting close to 3,000, man. We are getting close to 3,000. I'll get back to your comments in just a second. 1-0 to Castellanos, and he dribbles that one foul. Bohm ended the inning with a line out to left field. That was the third. And Stott just lined out over to second. It's not like the Phillies haven't been hitting the balls hard. Just have not gotten the timely hit. Nick did single his first time up, and he continues to be hot. And the pitch, inside and low for ball 2. Phillies batters last night provided 18 hits and scored 9 runs. 2-1 delivery, swing and a miss, and Castellanos was one of those guys that had a pair of doubles. And they were hit into the gap, so they weren't just lucky doubles. Phillies top of the order, the top 4 hitters, each of those guys that were in the starting lineup had a pair of hits. Bohm was the only one who had 3 in last night's game. The 2-2 slapped foul. Bohm is the best player and team MVP so far, but my favorite player is Ranger because he's so cool, says Larry. So wait, so Bohm's not cool? No, I'm kidding. You're just saying that Ranger's the coolest. 2-2 to Castellanos, and there's a fly ball hit out over to left field, and that's going to go in there for a base hit. Well, it goes towards the rehabilitation sign, and how about Nick Castellanos with 3 doubles in his last 2 games? He gets in there with a stand-up double and gets some golf claps in the dugout as well. It's a 1-out double by Castellanos. Surprised that pitch was hanging. I thought it was going to dip in the dirt, and King just left a hanging breaking ball right into Castellanos' wheelhouse. And that one hit the NovaCare rehabilitation sign out in left field. It actually took a bounce right before that. A 1-out double. And Brandon Marsh coming up to bat. The pitch at the knees for a strike. It was a sweeper at 81 miles per hour. When Castellanos singled, Marsh singled his last time up. Castellanos has doubled here. Are we going to see a double from Marsh? The pitch. Inside for a ball. I know the Brave City Connect is the A. JJ, whose jersey you got in your collection? Not too many, to be honest with you. I did have a Ryan Howard one, but that doesn't fit me anymore. The 1-1. That misses inside for ball 2. I think I have a Carson Wentz for the Eagles. I have to think about it. Got a Joel Embiid, had a Ben Simmons, Tyrese Maxey. 2-1 pitch. Line drive into left center field for a base hit. Castellanos rounding third. He's being waved home. The relay to the plate, there is none. And Brandon Marsh comes through with an RBI single, and the Phillies are on the board 1-0. A little bit of some misdirection for Brandon Marsh as he sliced it out to left field. That's awesome. An RBI single by Brandon Marsh and Christian Pache. It's his turn to come on up to bat. The pitch to Christian, and he fouls that one off. There you go. Pache grounded into a fielder's choice. His last time up, it was a mistake to send Nick Castellanos, who was over at third base at the time. You're right. This is a perfect broadcast. I'm not wrong. Huh. That's weird. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nothing rattles, Ranger. I respect that. Marsh Madness. Yes, sir. Love it. 1 ball, 1 strike to Pache. And the next one is swung on and missed. It was at 94 miles per hour. Cardinals are now up 7-5. Man, it's been a back and forth game. The Marlins have runners over at first and second in the bottom of the 5th with just 1 out. This is like on pace to go like 13-12. 1-2 pitch off the plate. Courtesy of Jeff Kerr, Castellanos is batting .364 with 3 doubles in his last 3 games. He has 3 doubles in his last 2 games. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch. And that misses low and inside for ball 3 to Christian Pache. Pache did come in as a defensive replacement in last night's game in the 9th inning and took over out in center field. They would slide Marsh from center out to left for David Dahl. Big payoff pitch coming up to Pache. Tossed back over to first, though, before that, and it's not in time. Solano tried to apply the tag, and Marsh able to dive back in there safely with a head first. King with 68 total pitches in 3 1/3 of an inning. 3-2 pitch, and that's fouled right off of Campusano. It hit him into the... Ooh, man. Did it get him right into the wickets? I don't know. But it definitely got a piece of him. The trainer's going to go on out there to make sure that he's all right. Let's see again. Pache with the foul ball. Yup. Hit him right there. You know, Spike Askin. Shout out to Spike Askin from WIP. He was like, I have to call Scott Fransky out here. But, like, how come... I forget, like, what he says. But he's like, just say balls. Just say that it hit him right into the testes. I was calling him out for that, and he was, it was kind of funny. But, yeah, that hurts. Look forward to hearing you do an Eagles game. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. We don't... Obviously, with football, you got to get more and more reps. There's not a lot of games that you can do. But, yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited. The old coin sack. That's what it is, the coin sack. So, just to make sure that you guys understand, Campusano is standing up. The trainer is out there along with Mike Schultz, who is the manager for the San Diego Padres. He's bent over, doesn't have the mask on just yet. Edwin Moscasco, who's the home plate umpire, took his mask off, and he's sort of the odd man out. You got Schultz and the trainer and Campusano says, I'm going to stay into the ball game. You just never like to see somebody get injured, and now I think, well, that raises a different conversation. It's going to take a couple of practice pitches. He talks a bit higher now. Who? Who talks higher? Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I just thought it was funny how Spike called him out. No problem. No problem. I got you. All right, so Pache back into the box in the payoff pitch, and that misses low for ball 4, and the Phillies have a little rally going. Charge. RBI single by Brandon Marsh, and Pache just walks. And Garrett Stubbs is coming up. This game is going too fast. No, it's honestly an hour old, so it's pretty good. Thanks for the broadcasting from New Mexico. Yep, no problem. No problem, LLC Benito. I got you. See where the pitch was again. It was just down low for ball 4, so that was the right call. Garrett Stubbs is the next guy to come on up to bat. And we have time called on the mound. It looks like Ruben Niebla is going to go on out there to talk things over with his pitcher and everybody else from the infield. I didn't see this, but Mookie Betts fractured his left hand. Boy, am I late to the party or what on that? Wow. He's not going to get... He's not, according to ESPN... They said that he's not going to be required to have surgery, but he's going to miss a significant amount of time. I got to put more oomph into my charge. Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm a little bit limited with my vocal range today. I really am. My voice is pretty sore. Even though it doesn't sound like it now, if I push too much, it will be. I'm trying to save that more for the runs. Garrett Stubbs up to bat. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th, and the pitch to Stubbsy, and he swings and misses at a changeup. Bro, that charge was on point compared to the games past. Thanks. The ball is 1 strike, and the next pitch, bat-to-bat changeups, thrown by Michael King. After this inning, I am going to go get some more tea. I guess you do support our Phillies, right? How do you think this season will be for us? I think it's going to be good, man. Let's get to 100 wins, you know what I'm saying? The ball's 2 strikes, and the pitch, a changeup again. That time it's way down low and way outside. On deck is Kyle Schwarber. King gets set again at the letters and delivers from the stretch to Stubbs, and he grounds this one foul towards the third base area. Sweet tea or unsweetened tea? I boil it. So, hot tea. Oh, if you watch JJ regular, he's far from shy about shouting the calls when appropriate. Yeah, I'm not trying to push it today, to be honest with you. 1-2 pitch. That's down low for ball 2. I think that what ended up happening, and I'm not trying to make excuses, but when we did do the basketball game, afterwards, like 2 of those times, I started to notice that my throat was starting to get a little bit sore. And I would wake up and there was a lot of junk. Yeah. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Garrett Stubbs strikes out. Maybe that was a little bit too much. 6 strikeouts for King. Boy, oh boy. Second strikeout today to Garrett Stubbs. And there's 2 outs, and Kyle Schwarber's up to bat. But a 3-run dinger now would change that. As much as I'd love to see it. Let's see. The pitch. That's taken at the knees for a strike. It was a changeup at 87 miles per hour. Michael King has the 3rd most strikeouts in the National League. He's behind Tyler Glasnow and Dylan Cease. Zach Wheeler's 4th on the list. The pitch. That's on the inside corner for strike 2. Schwarber has gotten out twice. Had this 27th career multi-homer game last night. The 3rd one on the season. And the 0-2 pitch, it hits Kyle Schwarber in the foot, and that's going to load the bases. So, Michael King had him on the ropes, And Schwarber's going to go on over to first with the bases juiced. And Trea Turner is coming up to bat. Boy, oh boy. Charge! There we go. That's the loudest you'll probably get from me today. So Turner will step into the box with the bases loaded. Let's see what happens here. 1-0 Phillies. We're in the bottom of the fourth. 2 outs. Bases loaded. Turner looking to come through here. Pitch number 1. Way inside. Nearly hit him. And it's a 1-0 count to Turner. Turner went 2 for 5 in last night's game. And so far this season against the Padres, he's 7 for 19 coming into today. The 1-0 pitch to Trea, and he bounces that one foul. This season with the bases loaded, he's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Batting .277, though, during his career with 5 grand slams. 1 ball, 1 strike. King fires and delivers, and it's fouled back towards the screen. Trea has recorded the hit in 28 of his 34 games he's played in this season, and has also put up 2 hits in 4 of his last 5 games. The 1-2 pitch, low and away for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth. Bases loaded. Big spot for Turner. And the 2-2 on the way, and he fouls it back again. It looked like it was just going to hook a little bit outside. But Turner does stay alive nonetheless. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch to Turner. Ground ball hit over to third base, and the flip over to second is in plenty of time to get Kyle Schwarber. And the inning is over. Phillies leave the bases loaded as we head to the top of the 5th inning. No runs, bases loaded as we head to the top of the 5th. 1-0 Phillies. We'll be right back in just a few moments. All right, back in action. No balls, one strike to Manny Machado, and the next pitch is fouled off. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon, maybe, and that way you'll know when I go live. 0-2 is the count, and the pitch, and that's fouled away. Yeah, I haven't been able to find a 7th inning stretch song that's not copyrighted, so that's why I don't have it. I've been thinking about it, but every one of them is trademarked. The ones that sound good. The 0-2 pitch, that's low and outside for a ball. If you find something, though, email it to me. Seriously. I have my email in the description. I'm always asking for suggestions, so feel free to email me. 1-2 pitch, and that is popped up over towards the outfield grass, but Turner backpedals, and he will be there to make the catch. And Machado is retired. I also want to get an intro. I do. I haven't really had time to work on that. And I want to be able to get some more music, but I've gotten some copyright strikes for that, so I don't know if you noticed, for those of you that were there with me last year, I played more music, but I got copyright strikes for all of that. One ball, no strikes. And the next pitch is way inside for ball 2. What's going on, Junior? How you doing, man? Thanks so much for stopping by. Appreciate it, bro. And thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, too, man. Appreciate it very, very much. What got you into the Phillies, bro? What got you into baseball? 2 balls, no strikes. And the next pitch by Nola misses low for ball 3. Nola has not gotten into a 3-ball count today. Donovan Solano's up to bat. Base is empty. 3 balls, no strikes. Nola lines up and fires and throws a strike on the outside corner at the knees. Already has 57 pitches in 4 1/3. Excuse me, that is his second 3-ball count. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. The slider was inside, but it looked deceiving. And the count is now full to Donovan Solano. Three, 2 on the way. Check, swing, foul ball. Mentioned that this is Nola's 250th career start. Of course, he's been with the Phillies since 2015. Payoff pitch by Nola. Swinging a ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. There goes the perfect game. There goes the no-hitter. And there's a 1-out single delivered by Donovan Solano. And Merrill's coming up to bat. I mean, there was just a hanging pitch that was left out over the middle of the plate, and Solano did a good job in that at-bat. Nola was behind in the count. And when you're behind in the count, it's really hard to get back into the count. Not trying to make excuses. Merrill takes a strike. It was a knuckle curve at the knees. Scott says that he's from Harrisburg, but lives in Wisconsin. Oh, if you don't mind me asking, where in Harrisburg did you live? The ball is 1 strike. And the next one is a changeup in the dirt. One ball, 1 strike. And the next one just misses outside for ball 2. Front Office Sports, they just retweeted something that was posted by Michael McCarthy, who's a senior writer for Front Office Sports, of course. So the ABC's coverage of the Boston Celtics series clinching Game 5 win over the Mavericks, as the next pitch is fouled off, in the NBA Finals averaged about 12.2 million viewers, peaking at 13.2 million. Monday Night Countdown is on ABC, drew its biggest audience in 5 years. ESPN and ABC will cover the NBA Draft, which is on June 26th and the 27th. They're doing it for 2 days this year. Next pitch, and the count is now full at 3-2. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to donate to the channel, you're absolutely more than welcome to do so. Middletown, actually. Cool. Payoff pitch by Nola, and that's fouled off. Stubbs was getting ready to try to gun out the runner, Donovan Solano, but it's a dead ball as it was fouled. It's 8:02 p.m. Eastern Time. This game is about an hour, 20 minutes old. Three balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff by Nola, swing and a miss, and the throw over to second base. A strike him out, throw him out. Rafael Marchand did it yesterday, and Garrett Stubbs does it tonight. And that's how the inning comes to an end. Bottom of the 5th, 1-0 Phillies lead it, and they look to add on to their lead. A bang-bang play by Stubbs to end the inning. Okay, I need another sip of tea after that. That was nice. Strike him out, caught stealing. Was yesterday's strike him out, throw him out in the 5th inning too? Let me double check. I wrote it down. No, it was in the 3rd inning. It was in the 3rd inning. Soto took out, Ramon Urias? Or Urias? Marlins just tied it back. It's 7-7 in the bottom of the 6th against the Cardinals. Man, that game has just been back and forth. There have been a combined amount of 21 hits in almost 6 full innings and 14 runs scored. The Cardinals scored 2 runs in the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd. They got 1 run in the 4th. The Marlins scored 3 runs in their 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th, and so far 2 in the 6th. Just crazy. I like having a team that's not an embarrassment defensively. Me too. Absolutely, Larry. Stubbs nails the throw. I take back my doubts. He's a backup catcher. What else do you want? How about Aiden Miller over his last 3 games with the Jersey Shore Blue Claws? He's 5 for 11 with a walk, a homer, and 4 RBI. He was assigned from Clearwater on June 11th. And Harper will lead things off as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Pitch number 1, ball 1. Don't forget to vote for the All-Stars and like this video. 1 ball, no strikes to Bryce Harper, and the next pitch, swing and a miss. I'm surprised that Michael King has lasted this long so far. Not saying that he's been bad, but I feel like the Phillies just could have taken more advantage at certain points of the game, including the last inning with the bases loaded. The 1-0 was swung on and missed, and the count is 1-1, and the next pitch is high and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Harper has gotten on base in 12 consecutive games. And the next pitch is inside for ball 3. He's also crossed home plate in 7 of his last 10 games. He's hitting well in the month of June, just has not knocked in a lot of runs, hasn't had a lot of homers. 3-1 pitch, swung on, hit out over towards right field. It will stay in the yard, though, and there to make the catch is Peralta towards the alleyway. He got a fastball. He knew he should have barreled it, and he was just a little bit early. Boy, he wanted that one. It wasn't a fastball. It was a hanging pitch, but it was nonetheless right down the middle of the plate. And Harper was just a little bit early on it. Bohm, who's 0 for 2, he lined out to left in his last at-bat to end the third inning. The pitch taken for ball 1. Bohm struck out in his first at-bat as well. Next one is outside again for ball 2. We have some action going on in the Padres bullpen. That's Yuki Matsui, the left-handed pitcher for San Diego, getting warmed up. 2-0 pitch popped up. It was a four-seamer at 93, and Bohm got way underneath it. And getting under it to make the grab in between first and second base is the first baseman, and that is Donovan Solano. 2 up, 2 down. Hanging off speed pitch, yeah. That's the one thing I critique myself on. I got to do a better job at that. Always look at the pitch even after the hit. It's a lot to look for, though. The pitch. That's taken on the outside edge of the dish for strike 1 to Bryson Stott. The 0-1 misses for ball 1. Phillies are 225 and 287 versus the Padres. They're 287 and 225 all-time versus San Diego. I read that wrong. Next pitch was taken outside for a ball. So they've won 287 of over 500 matchups. They've actually played each other an exact amount of 513 times. Next pitch, and it's going to make it a 2-2 count. Two out, space is empty. Bottom of the 5th. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 misses badly inside for ball 3. Over their last 15 games against the Padres, they've ended up winning a lot of those games. 3-2 on the way. Outside and low for ball 4, and Stott gets on via walk. That's the second 2-out walk that the Phillies have had today. Comes Nick Castellanos up to bat. Phillies are 12-3 over their last 15 games versus the Padres. And they've also won 8 out of their last 10. The pitch to Castellanos. Line drive into center field for a base hit. And stopping over at second base is Stott. And Castellanos able to get a single back up the middle. And 2 outs, 2 runners on. And Brandon Marsh is coming up to bat. And it looks like Mike Schilt is going to make a change as we have a call to the bullpen. And that's going to be it for Michael King. He ends the day in triple figures in regards to the pitch count. And we have a pitching change. Phillies will be back in action in just a few moments. Excuse me. Marsh is up to bat now. See that smile on Nick? Yep. Of course. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell icon, baby. And that way you'll know when I go live for a Phillies, a Sixers, or an Eagles game. My name is Jason Joseph. I appreciate you all very, very much for being on here. If you wouldn't mind, hit the like button and hit that subscribe button as well. Appreciate it very, very much. Justin Verlander just got placed on the injured list with a neck ailment. That's not good. And that's according to Matt Kawahara. Just got that breaking news. Of course, Matt is a writer for Houston Chronicle. That's not good, man. Too bad. Justin's had a really, really good career. He really has. But yeah, hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button, guys. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. That's what we do on here. We need 34 more subs in order for us to get to 3,000. Question for you guys. I lost it. Figures. I lost it. Of course I lost it. What was the clutchest moment you've ever seen in baseball? That's what I wanted to ask you guys. I think the clutchest moment that I've ever seen, there's a couple. David Ortiz's grand slam is one of them that's up there. Of course, everybody's going to say Bryce Harper's swing of his life. But any other one. The pitch to Marsh. And that's taken on all the way for strike one on the outside corner. Yuki Matsui. Guy who's pitched in 33 games. Has a 3-2 record. 25 strikeouts. And 19 walks allowed. The 0-1 to Marsh, and he slices that one out of play. Oh, how's your foot? How's your foot, Bob? There's a slight chance of blood clot forming. Uh-oh. Gibson's homer. Gibson's homer's a good one. Gibson's homer was clutch. The ball's 2 strikes to Brandon Marsh. Look back over to second and now back to the plate. And there's a breaking ball that's going to get away from Campusano, and that's going to put runners over at second and third with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Manny Trio's relay throw to the plate in 1980 NLCS Game 5. I'll have to go watch that. That was the clutchest moment that you've ever seen in a baseball game. Over Bryce Harper's swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Brandon Marsh, he's 2 for 2 today. Looking for a hat trick of hits. And the 1-2 misses low and away for ball 2. Great, no, this is just a normal chance. No big deal. Now enough with my foot. I got you. 2-2 is the count. Nighttime is striking upon us. 1 second left on the pitch clock, and the 2-2 to Marsh. Swing and a miss. He got a splitter that was in the dirt, and he knew it was coming, and the inning is over. Phillies have not done a good job with runners in scoring position today. They've leave 2 men over at second and third, and we head to the top of the 6th. 1-0. Phillies lead it. They're now 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Space Cowboy says Kirk Gibson's walk-off homer when he could barely walk in '88 was so crazy. Was that better than Bryce Harper's home run? Or maybe you don't have to compare. But I'm just curious. I am curious to see if you actually do feel like Bryce Harper's homer was the best clutch moment that you've ever saw. Genuinely. Manny Trio's bases clearing triple in 1980 Game 5 NLCS 8th inning versus Nolan Ryan. That was the best thing that you saw. That sounds good. I'll have to check that out. If I were to go for a top 5, I've been watching since, 2006? I don't know, man. I'd have to say David Ortiz's Grand Slam was clutch. Same game, Del Unser, RBI pinch hit after Schmidt struck out. Wow. Huh. What was another clutch moment that I saw? Evan Longoria's 2 homers on the last day of the regular season were really, really clutch. That was when, if you remember, it was back in 2011. The Red Sox, they had the division. They were skidding because the Yankees were getting hot. And the Red Sox got so cold, and it came down to the last game. And the Tampa Bay Rays were down 7-1. The Red Sox were up 3-2 in the top of the 9th against the Orioles, as the next pitch is outside for a ball to David Peralta, who's 0-for-1 today. But if you remember what happened, it was the last day of the regular season. Both teams were, the Red Sox were 90-71, and the Rays were 90-71 as well, I believe. 89-72, that's what it was. That's what it was. 1-1 pitch, and there's a ground ball that's fouled towards the first base side. But it was a 7-1 game that the Rays were down, and the Red Sox led it 3-2, and then the Orioles walked it off against the Red Sox in the bottom of the 9th. They ended up winning 4-3. Evan Longoria hit 2 homers for the Tampa Bay Rays. They were down 7-1 in the bottom of the 7th. They came back, they tied it, and then Longoria hit a walk-off 2-run homer. And that's how they got into the playoffs. That was unbelievable that day. It was one of my favorite days in all of baseball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch is outside for ball 3. The thing about the swing of his life is that they weren't on the brink of elimination. I agree with that. Three balls, 2 strikes to David Peralta. And the payoff pitch. There's a bouncer that's fouled off. In case you are tuning in, Aaron Nola has a 1-hitter through 5 full innings. The perfect game was broken up by Donovan Solano in the 5th with 1 out. Payoff pitch, and that's downstairs for ball 4. It was a good try by Nola to go with the knuckle curve, but it missed. Fernando Tatis Jr. not in the lineup today, nor so is Ha-Seong Kim. Forgot to tell you, I figured out how to thumbs up on my laptop, and I have different accounts with my phone, so I can give you 2 thumbs up every time. Love it. Absolutely love it. What's up, Jane? How you doing? The pitch, and that's taken down low to Luis Campusano. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. Luis is 0-for-1 today. This is at bat number 2 for him. The leg kick and the pitch, swing and a miss. He got a cutter right down the heart and soul of the plate and got down on one knee. Could not catch up to it. Damon Dunn says that his favorite clutch moment was when Halladay had the no-hitter in Cincinnati, versus Cincinnati in the playoffs. That was at home. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch, and that swung on, lifted out towards deep center field. Pache gives it a look, leaps up, and it's gone. And just like that, it's a 2-1 lead. Pache, I think, got hurt. He tried to leap up and make the catch out towards dead center field. And Campusano makes it a 2-1 ball game. Marsh is going to go check on Pache. And Aaron Nola gives up the lead in the top of the 6th. Castellanos going out there to the rescue as well. Pache does not have his glove on. He's standing up. I think he's okay. Let's see where this pitch was. Fastball down the middle. and Campusano just was able to get a hold of it. Pache just ran out of room to make the catch. And I think he hyperextended his wrist when he tried to get it over the wall with his glove. And then as he came down from the jump, you know, kind of like when you get a rebound in basketball, it extends your hand backwards. I think that's kind of what happened there. So a 2-1 lead on a 2-run blast by Campusano. Now it's Tyler Wade's turn to come on up to bat. Campusano's average now at 240. That was his 5th homer of the season. The pitch, and Wade shows bunt, takes it back though, and it's taken all the way for strike 1. That's his first homer since May 19th. His last homer was against the Atlanta Braves. The 0-1 pitch, line drive back up the middle for a base hit, and now if you're Rob Thompson, you may want to get somebody loosened up in the bullpen as Pache plays it on 2 bounces and throws it back towards the infield. Still nobody out in the top of the 6th. Space Cowboy says Kirk Gibson was a walk-off homer in the World Series. He wasn't even supposed to play. He had a bad Oh, I know. He drug his leg as he rounded the bases. I understand. I get it. I was just straight up asking if that was a more clutch moment than the swing of Harper's life. I'm being nitpicky. I didn't see it, but I probably would have said the same thing. I also would have said Joe Carter's walk-off homer, as much as I hate to say it because it was a cursed time for Philadelphia. That was clutch. The ball is 1 strike, and the throw back to first, not in time. Yep. No biggie, this game's far from over. Gibson's homer encompassed what sport is all about. True grit. Just amazing, as much as I hate L.A. Toss back over to first, not in time. Arraez up to bat. It's behind in the count 0-1. Oh for 2 today. And the pitch way outside. One ball, 1 strike. The next pitch is wide. And Nola throws a 4-seamer that's way off the plate. 82 pitches, and I would think that if he gives up another runner here, that maybe Rob will get somebody loosened up in the pen. Just a guess, though. 2-1 pitch, and that's grounded foul. I think it actually got a piece of Arraez's foot, but it went all the way down the first base side. Kerkering is warming up now in the Phillies bullpen, so he is getting loose, and rightfully so. 2-1 Padres. Nola had a 1-hitter entering into the top of the 6th inning. So it's 2-1 San Diego. Well, I just said somebody's getting warmed up in the bullpen, so not much longer. The pitch on the way, popped up and hit out over towards left field. Marsh backs up, though, towards the track. The wind was able to blow it away, and he makes the catch. And tagging up from first and going over to second is Wade. The cutoff is made by Turner. And no play over at second base. So a sacrifice on the fly out to left. It's Jake Cronenworth who's due up next. Caught it as soon as it was caught, or tagged up as soon as it was caught. The pitch, and that's taken for a ball. to Jake Cronenworth. Jake is 0 for 2 today with a pair of strikeouts. And the 1-0. Inside and down for ball 2. Jake turned 30 in January. He's been with the Padres since 2020 and is a 2-time All-Star. He was originally drafted by the Tampa Bay Rays as a 7th-round draft pick in the 2015 MLB Draft and played college baseball for the Michigan Wolverines. Next pitch, and that's taken on the outside corner for strike 1. Did not play in his final year of college. Ended up spending 5 seasons with the Rays in the farm system. And also played with the United States national baseball team in 2019. Next pitch, and that's popped up in foul ground. Bohm gets under it, and he's there to make the catch. The toss over to third is made because Turner had to go cover third base. And there's 2 outs in the top of the 6th. He was actually traded to the Padres for, along with Tommy Pham, in exchange for Hunter Renfroe, Xavier Edwards, and the player to be named later, which was Esteban Quiroz. The pitch, and that's up high and outside for a ball to Jurickson Profar. He's had a very good season overall. He's tied for 9th in RBI coming into today, along with Bryce Harper. And the other guy he's tied with is Cronenworth, who just got out. The 1-0 pitch by Nola. Line drive smoked out to right field for a base hit. Rounding third and coming in to score to make it a 3-1 ball game is Tyler Wade. And it's an RBI single by Jurickson Profar right on cue to make it a 2-run deficit in the top of the 6th. And oh man, another hanger that was just barreled out to right, just in front of Nick Castellanos. Profar comes through with an RBI single, and the 7th man to come on up to the plate will be Manny Machado. Where's the positivity? Well, I was actually going to say I'm waiting for Jackie Moon to come on because there's Mr. Negadelphian. Profar leads the National League outfielders in all of the All-Star voting. Pitching change soon to happen. Orion Kirkland getting warmed up in the Phillies bullpen. I think that's a new monitor that they have out in the bullpen for Philadelphia. It's cool. I've always wondered, why don't they have that? The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Phillies actually lead the league in comebacks this season. We're still in the top of the 6th. The ball is 1 strike to Manny Machado as the first pitch was in there at the knees. No balls, 1 strike, and the 0-1 swing and a miss. Manny struck out in the 2nd and popped out to short in the 5th. Both of those times he led off the inning. The ball is 2 strikes, and the next pitch swung on. Hit out over towards left field. It is a foul ball, thank goodness. And that kid who had it right through his hands missed it. And, Marsh tossed it back, and the guy in the red cap caught it right next to him towards his right side. Oh, I wanted the kid to get that. Come on. I mean, yeah, he's the one that dropped it, but, man, it would have been nice for him to get it back. The ball is 2 strikes. We've seen a lot of really weird foul balls today. The next pitch, high, and about a foot above the strike zone. Aaron Nola with 27 pitches in the 6th inning. That's the most by far that he's had today. His second highest was in the 5th. He had 19. Oilers just scored a goal. Florida, of course, leads the series in the Stanley Cup Finals. Back here, though, in Philadelphia. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the next pitch swung on. Hit out over towards left field. Machado got way under it, and Marsh is able to track it down and makes the grab for out number 3. The Padres send 6 men up to the plate. 7 men up to the plate, I should say. And we head to the bottom of the 6th. It's 3-1 San Diego. Campusano hit a 2-run homer, and Profar had an RBI single. All right, are we going back to the clutch moments? Phillies Marlins went to the game in Miami 2008. Phillies were down 6-1 in the 8th inning. We left the game early and listened on the radio on the way home. Nice. Phillies won 7-6 in the 11th. We should have stayed. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what ends up happening. Is that sometimes you just gotta believe, bro. You really do. Like I always say it's not over until it's over, and I'm living and dying with this team, bro. You know, part of that's my job, and the other part of it is just the baseball fan in me and the sports fan in me. That should give you some hope. It's given me a lot of hope. I'm just mad because I feel like this has happened the entire week. We win the first game and then pull out the craziest choke job of the century. It's not the craziest. Okay, you're talking about the craziest choke job of the century? How about you go watch Edwin Diaz and what he did for the Mets before going back on the injured list? Do you realize that they've blown like 7 games in the 9th inning? That's a choke job. They almost also choked against the Phillies out in London. That's a crazy choke job. I didn't see it, but Bill Mazeroski hit a 9th inning Game 7 World Series walk-off homer. We're still on this. Cool. All right, first pitch taken for a ball to Christian Pache. 0-for-1, walked in the 4th. He's hitting .215 on the season, and he does have 8 RBI. The 1-0, and that is ripped foul towards the third base side. Actually hit the tarp. Matsui still pitching. He came on in relief for Michael King. Aaron Nola got the start today for the Phillies. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch to Pache, just on the inside corner for strike 2. Wonder what that noise is. Hit that like button, baby. Ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch in the dirt for ball 2. It's really weird that it makes that noise. Here's Matsui with the 2-2 delivery, and that's downstairs. Do you guys hear that noise too? No, now you don't hear it. Never mind. It's like a static sound. The payoff pitch. Up high for ball 4, and Pache gets on with a leadoff walk, his second walk today, and Garrett Stubbs is coming up. Rome says, yeah, we hear it. Yeah, that's not good. I don't know why. Are you sure that you hear it? What does it sound like to you? It's not good. I just heard it. What is it? The pitch, and that's taken for strike one. Yeah, it's very slight. It comes and goes. I don't understand what the heck it is. Maybe it's the cord rubbing against my neck. I don't know. It's a fuzz sound, yeah. It's not good. It's not good. Got time called on the mound here. Sounds like when I watch a kid trying to watch naughty channels on TV. Okay. You're funny. Put a smile on my face. It's the cord for sure. Yeah. Let's see what happens if I put it up here. Alright, now it stops. I don't know if it's the cord or if it's just the mic and there being a little delay. There's a smile. Got him. Yep, you got me. You definitely got me. Bottom of the sixth. Tying run up to bat, and it's Garrett Stubbs. Yeah, I guess that did help. Starting to bother me. I'm a stickler when it comes to that. Yep, exactly. It's the type of thing, once it gets you attention, it can drive you nuts. That's exactly right. Yep. The ball is one strike, and the next pitch fouled away. So it's an 0-2 count. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the throw back to first, not in time. Aaron hit by pitch on the hand, leaves the game. Who's Aaron? Aaron Nola? The ball is 2 strikes. And the 0-2 to Stubbs. Breaking ball that's taken all the way down low. Attendance tonight, according to John Morosi, 38,595. Oh, Aaron Judge. Nah, you're good. You're good. It's just curious. That's not good. Ball 2 strikes to Garrett Stubbs, and the next pitch swinging a miss. He ended up swinging at a high cheese fastball, and he's down on strikes. Matsui records his second strikeout of the day. Got Marsh to strike out swinging, and gets Stubbs here. Looks like Mike Schilt is going to go out there on the mound, and that's going to be it for Matsui. So with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th, Matsui's night is done, and we'll have another relief pitcher coming on in just a few moments. If you guys are new, make sure you like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell icon, and that way you'll know when we upload. Yankees actually have bases loaded in the bottom of the 4th. Aaron Rodgers, of course. Yeah, where is Aaron Rodgers? Where is he? He was in our chat the other day. Where's our boy Aaron, bro? Where is he? Where's our boy Aaron at? Robert says, I bought a thing that did a little chirp. I put it in the living room on April Fool's Day. It had the entire house going nuts. I was in the doghouse for a while after that. Let me just put it that way. Oh boy. Wow. That's tough, bro. I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know what it is, and it's bugging me now. Making JJ smile. My days complete, says Rome. Absolutely, man. I thought Aaron Nola's brother played for the Padres, but looks like he plays for the Royals now. Yep, his name is Austin Nola, and he's a part of the minor league system, I believe. So, but yeah, he did play on the Royals. I do remember that. How old is Austin Nola? I'm curious. Let's look it up. Let's Google it. We'll do a live. 32 more subs till we get to 3,000. Did we get to 200 likes yet, Mod Squad? If we haven't done so, you know what to do. Mod Squad, do your thing. It's June. Can't wait to see more of Schwarber. I agree with that very, very much. Adrian Morjan is going to be pitching for the Padres. He came in last night as a 2.45 earned run average, 29 in the third of an inning he's pitched, and he has 33 strikeouts along with 8 walks allowed. So here's Kyle Schwarber. Surprised that they took him out. It's another lefty, the first pitch, and that's taken all the way for strike one. Schwarber, lifetime against Morjan. As he's 0 for 2 today, he got hit by a pitch in the fourth. But against him during his career, he's 2 for 6 with a home run. 0-1 pitch. Line drive into right field for a base hit. And that's going to put runners over at first and second. That's where Pache stops. And Kyle Schwarber, another base hit for him, the first one of the ball game. There you go. How about Schwarber coming through and just lasing that one through the 3-4 spot. And it almost, and I mean almost, got a piece of Christian Pache. Close but no cigar. And Trea Turner is coming up to bat. All right, let's see what he can do here. So Turner with runners over at first and second. The go-ahead run up to bat. Pache at second, Schwarber at first. The pitch to Trea Turner, fouled off. That came in at 97 miles per hour. Trea's 1 for 3, did single back in the third inning. With 1 out. The 0-1 swing and a miss. Wait, we have guys on base without 2 outs. Yes, that's correct. Sorry, I misread that. Morjan versus Turner. Padres are 1 for 2 with runners in scoring position. Phillies are 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position. The 0-2 to Trea. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. Backing up is Peralta, and he makes the leaping catch. Tagging up from second and going over to third is Pache. Great defense, though, by David Peralta. As Turner goes the opposite way, and Peralta is there to make the nice catch to get the second out of the inning, and Bryce Harper is coming up to bat. Charge. Good job by Pache to at least tag up there. Just unfortunately, Turner hit so sharply, and Peralta just made a really nice play. 2 outs with runners at the corners. Tying run at first, go-ahead run up to bat, and the pitch to Harper, and he slices the first pitch foul just into the camera well. He's been going after the first pitch a lot today. His average down to 280. He did walk in the first and continues his on-base streak. The ball's 1 strike. Morjan kicks, fires the pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards left field. And there to make the grab at the track is Profar. And the inning comes to an end. No runs. 2 men left. And we've played 6 innings. And head to the top of the 7th. It's 3-1 San Diego. That was a golden opportunity. But that's baseball. It happens. I'm going to take a very quick step off, all right? I'm going to drink some tea. I'm going to rest my voice for a minute. I will see you guys very soon. Don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button. We need 30 more subs to get to 3,000, man. Be right back. All right. Head to the top of the 7th. Luis Campusano hit a 2-run homer in the top of the 6th. Aaron Nola actually had a 1-hitter. And in the top of the 6th, Campusano's homer was the difference. Phillies got 1 run in the bottom of the 4th. And that was their lone run by Brandon Marsh on the RBI single. And then 3 runs were scored in the top of the 6th thanks to a 2-run homer by Luis Campusano and an RBI single by Jurickson Profar. So Orion Kirkring is going to go out there. His ERA at 1.46, 28 strikeouts, and just 6 walks allowed. And the pitch, that's on the inside corner for strike 1. Choices, I like Turtles. Do you like the Turtles? Great band. Pitch, and that's taken low and away for a ball. I like the Turtles. I like a lot of old school music. You know, I listen to almost everything, I'd like to say. I have a very wide variety of music taste. But the Turtles are really, really awesome. The 1-1, and that was fouled away. I like the Lovin' Spoonful, too. Just made me think about them. 1-2 pitch. And that's fouled off towards the third base side. Trying to think of other good 70s bands. Were the Lemon Pipers in the 70s? Or are they late 60s? 1-2, and that's popped up in foul ground. Stubbs doesn't even take off the mask, and he's there to make the grab for out number 1. Sony and Cher, yes. Ever since June 2nd, Orion Kirkring has pitched in 5 games, and during those games, opponents are batting .63 against him. Just under 100. Pitch, and that's taken for a strike. 60s bands. I'm sorry, that's what I meant to say. 60s bands. Mixing up my decades. Next pitch is outside for a ball. 3-Dog Night. Yep. For sure. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch. And that's fouled away towards the left field side. 253 votes in the polls. 60s Led Zeppelin, Eagles, and Pink Floyd. Well, Pink Floyd was more so they were late 60s. I'd say their better stuff was in the 70s. Guess who was good? They're Canadian. Next pitch, and that's fouled. So Jackson Merrill's up to bat. He's 0 for 2. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Padres lead it 3-1. And the pitch, ground ball back up the middle. Back in and stopped by Stott. Tossed over to first, and Merrill is out. Another nice flashy move by Bryson Stott, and there's 2 away. Def Leppard sucks. I love Def Leppard, bro. I do. I don't love Def Leppard, but I do like them. The pitch, and it's in there for a strike. I like Leonard Skinnard a lot. The Doors, the Beach Boys, and the Doors, the Who, Simon and Garfunkel. No JJ. What do you mean no JJ? Pitch, and that's taken for a strike. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. I like the Doobie Brothers. Next pitch, taken outside for ball 2. David Peralta up to bat. He walked in the 6th and also scored a run as well. 2 out, space is empty. And the next one is in there at the knees for strike 2. Well, you got the British invasion, my guy. It was part of it. 2-2 pitch, just outside for ball 3. No JJ for liking Def Leppard. We can disagree on things. It's part of what makes us human, my guy. The pitch, swing and a miss. And the inning is over. Keep it clean in the chat, Josk. All right, we head to the bottom of the 7th. 3-1. Padres lead it. Oh, no, we went into music. The Can of Worms, the Talking Heads. Yes, sir. I like the Talking Heads. All right, so the inning is over. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question. All right? If you get it right, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Also love Supertramp, by the way. Go listen to Crime of the Century. It's such a great album. And Breakfast in America. I love Supertramp. If we're talking about classic rock and bands and stuff like that, Supertramp, I think, is really underrated. Speaking of underrated, well, this guy was not underrated. This guy is the Phillies' best all-time player. What year was Mike Schmidt's uniform number retired by the Phillies? Supertramp is great. Yes, they are. They are. Oh, wow. Oh, man. 87, that's incorrect. 83, incorrect. 1992. 1992. Close. 1990. Got it. Nice job. 3 people got it. Good job, guys. Wow. We got breaking news, guys. We just got a notification from San Francisco Giants Twitter, and they just said this. Well, quote, "It is with great sadness that we announce that San Francisco Giants legend and Hall of Famer Willie Mays passed away peacefully this afternoon at the age of 93. So Willie has passed away. And that was just broken out right now by the San Francisco Giants. Wow. Jeremiah Estrada is going to come in for the San Diego Padres. He's pitched in 20 games this year. Of course, we'll talk more about his stats and everything. But we're in the bottom of the 7th. And here's Alec Bohm, and the first pitch is way up high and outside for a ball. I wanted him to see the game in Mexico. I really wanted him to make it down there. Wow. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Damn. The pitch, and that's taken for strike 2. They were going to play a game right where Willie Mays made the catch, and I don't remember if they did that yet or not. 1-2 pitch, and that's way up high for ball 2. 93 years. The pitch, and that swung on a miss for strike 3. It was supposed to take place at Rickwood Field. It was reported 7 hours ago that Willie would not attend the 2024 Rickwood Field game. That's where it was going to be played. I remember that that's where it was. It was supposed to be Giants and Cardinals. That was what the game was supposed to be, because that's where Willie Mays got to play, and also Satchel Paige and other players from Birmingham. Thursday's game. Yep, that's right. The pitch to Stott. Line drive into center field for a base hit. And there's one out in the bottom of the 7th. And Stott comes through with a single. I really wanted him to see that. I was hoping that he would make it for that game. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. Got a runner over at first base. And here comes Nick Castellanos. Obviously, prayers go out to his loved ones and his family members and all of Major League Baseball, because he meant so much to the game and did so many incredible things. 1 ball, no strikes to Castellanos, and the next pitch is fouled off. Casty's going to hit a home run now. I'm waiting for it. 1 ball, no strikes. With 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Wikipedia just updated, and what it says in the bio, it just says in the top part, died June 28th. 24-time MLB All-Star from 1954 to 1973. Won the Gold Glove 12 times. Was a 4-time NL home run leader, 4-time NL stolen base leader as well. And the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Castellanos strikes out. And there's out number 2, and Brandon Marsh is up to bat. His number was retired. Of course, his jersey number was 24. Got inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1979. Mays actually ranks second behind Babe Ruth on most all-time lists, including the Sporting News and ESPN. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike to Brandon Marsh. Won an MVP in 1965, and also was a big leader to help the Giants get to the 1962 World Series, but they ended up losing to the Yankees. Was known as a 5-tool player. The pitch, and that's taken for a 1-1 count. His career batting average was at .302. And at the time of his retirement, he held the NL record for career runs scored at 2,062. Next pitch taken for strike 2. Strom warming up in the Phillies bullpen. Phillies trail 3-1. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning with 2 outs. He holds the major league records for games as a center fielder with 2,829. 1-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and Marsh strikes out, and the inning is over. So, Estrada comes in to strike out the side, and we head to the top of the 8th inning. He also has the most putouts by a center fielder with 7,095 and 22 extra inning home runs. That's impressive. But obviously he was more than just a baseball player. He was, let's say that you call him a pop figure. He was an icon. He was a role model. And most importantly, a leader. He was a leader by example. So, may he rest in peace, and prayers and condolences to his loved ones, his family, and all of San Francisco nation as well. Well put, JJ. Willie Mays was baseball. He was. Absolutely was. Prayers go out to Michael, May Louise Allen, of course. And everybody else that's a part of the family. Sad day, man. Sad day in baseball. It was a great one. I really, really wanted to see him make it to the game this week. All right, top of the 8th, we go. 3-1 Padres. Anybody get to see Willie Mays play? And if so, what stood out to you about Willie? Now that we're on this topic, that would be a huge memorial and burial. Well, now Major League Baseball has to make a decision about that. Sorry I'm late. What did I miss? Well, you missed Willie Mays just passed away at the age of 93. It was just reported. He actually passed away in the afternoon. Yep. Matt Strahm is going to go out there to pitch the top of the 8th inning. Campusano comes up to bat, and the pitch is upstairs for a ball. Campusano did have a 2-run homer back in the 6th inning. Yeah. The 1-0 pitch, and that's high for ball 2. Larry says that he saw Willie play with the Mets at the end of his career. Wish I could have seen him in his prime. That was my dad's favorite player. 2-0 pitch, and that's in there at the knees for strike 1. Matt Strahm on the season has a .96 earned run average. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. He's 32 years old from West Fargo, North Dakota. Last year his ERA was at 3.29. 2-2 pitch. High bouncer. Hit over to third base. And Bohm throws it on the run. Sidearm throw is in time. Well, I mean, as Larry said, hardcore, he was baseball. He was. Like, you think about the impact that Kobe Bryant had on the NBA. Willie Mays, I think in a lot of ways had even more impact on the game of baseball than Kobe did. And that's no disrespect to Kobe. I'm not trying to diss him or anything like that. But he was such a huge player in Major League Baseball, on and off the field. The pitch, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. And on the run is Martian. He is there to grab it for out number 2. The next pitch, and that's taken all the way for a ball. Tim Kelly also posted not only one of the 5 best position players ever, but he was also a civil rights activist too. And I think that that's really important to mention as well. Next pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Arraez batting .319 with a homer and 18 RBI. 0 for 3 tonight with 3 groundouts. And the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. To make the count now 1-2. I don't know if you follow Sarah Langs, but obviously she's a big figure in the baseball world as the next pitch is fouled away. But I have a lot of respect for her. She has ALS, and she's a writer. But she said, quote, "Heartbreaking. Willie Mays is my mother's hero. I am where I am today because of how he captivated her from a young age. His joy for the game inspired her, and she passed that love on to me. Baseball is so impactful because of what it means to generations. And I thought that was really, really well said. One ball, two strikes, and the next pitch is fouled away. Sarah Langs does not call athletics games. You're thinking of, what's her name? She used to do Rockies games. Jenny Kavnar. That's who you're thinking of. One ball, two strikes, and the next pitch. Ground ball hit over to third base. Bohm has it, throws across the diamond, and it's in time to get Arraez out. We head to the bottom of the eighth inning. It's 3-1 San Diego. Phillies down to their last 6 outs. It'll be Pache, Stubbs, and Schwarber due up when we return to action. That Marlins game was nutty. Yeah, I was watching it. It was back and forth. I kept talking about it early on. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. And that way you'll know when we go live. What do I think of Phillies radio hosts? Wow, that was, 9-8? That's how it ended? Wow. Wake up, Fightins. The Yankees, Dodgers, and Giants, all in New York City. Willie, Mickey, and the Duke. Golden era that will never be duplicated. Well said. I think we have really good radio hosts, man. I think that when it comes to sports, sometimes, and I like to kind of stay on this topic here. When it comes to things that are beyond sports, talking about legends, our radio hosts and our podcasters on the digital airways, a lot of them do a really incredible job. They do keep you encapsulated, and I think that even though you may disagree with certain people, and maybe there's others that you can't stand, I think overall we have really, really good radio hosts. I think we have really great play-by-play announcers too. And I'm not even being biased. I think we have some awesome people that are in our field. I like Spike. I like Ike. I like Gargano. Tyrone, I don't always agree with him, but, he keeps it real. I have nothing but respect for them. Al Morgani's great, but yeah, when it comes to big discussions, they do a great job. That's how I feel. The pitch. That's taken all the way for a strike. Not to change the subject, but how has the officiating been? Pretty good. The ball is one strike, and the next pitch is swung on and missed. Wandy Peralta, who also pitched in last night's game, is going to be pitching the bottom of the eighth inning. And the next pitch is down low for a ball. Don't forget, if you guys want to do me a solid and hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well, and turn on the notification bell icons, I would really appreciate that, man. I really, really would. Let's get to 200 likes. 1-2 pitch, and that's low and away for ball 2. Robert Suarez getting loosened up in the bullpen for the San Diego Padres. The 2-2 pitch, and that's outside for ball 3. Rome says, Willie definitely helped the game more than Kobe did. Mays was in the bad era of America. He showed no matter what color you are, you can play baseball. 3-2 pitch, pop-up, hit out over towards the first base side and foul ground. And Donovan Solano makes a sliding catch. Almost popped out of the glove. He had to turn over his shoulder and was facing his back towards home plate. They call that breaking the fourth wall. No, breaking the fourth wall is when you stare into the camera, but you're going upstage. I was trying to make a theater reference there. We had to try it out. That's all right. Regardless, there's one out. So Christian Pache fouls out, and Edmundo Sosa will be pinch hitting for Garrett Stubbs. So Marchand, you would think, is probably going to go out there to catch the ninth. First pitch was taken for a strike. I'll get back to your comment in just a few moments. The 0-1 is downstairs for a ball. It was a changeup. Had 89 miles per hour. Stubbs struck out 3 times today. The 1-1 swing and a miss. Yeah, I agree with that statement, Rome. He did. He led by example, and it's, again, no disrespect to Kobe and no disrespect to all the other legends. But I don't think you can argue about how impactful Willie Mays was. Next pitch is chopped foul. Philly has been blessed with good talent, says Schwartz. Says Robert. But I've strayed away from sports talk. After so many years, it's just the same, you know what, every different day. He's not wrong about that. Next pitch is inside and low for ball 2. And honestly, that's one of the reasons why I love the play-by-play. Because that's how sports talk is generated. I love the live events. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Sosa strikes out on a changeup that was outside, and Peralta gets his first strikeout of the inning, and the second out recorded as well. Thumbs up for JJ and Willie Mays. I want to see prayers in the chat, man. Get the likes to 200. Do it for Willie, if anything. Seriously. Damn, I put a bet on Stubbs. No way I'm getting that last one out. There's Kyle Schwarber, and he fouls off the first pitch over towards the right side. Coach Ed's here, Ed's here. What's going on, Ed? Watched an older comedy on Netflix with Adam Sandler called Blended, and he named one of his daughters ESPN. The 0-1 pitch in the air, belted out to deep right field. It's gulfed and gone. It hit the top of the second deck and bounced back into the first deck. And it's a 3-2 ball game. It's June, baby, for Schwarber. And that's definitely a vibe change. Phillies down by 1 on the solo jack by Kyle. How about that, man? Good for Kyle, man. Got a hanging pitch, took it for a ride out to right field, and he has homered in each of his last 2 games. 3 homers over his last 2 days. There you go. We'll get back to your comments in just a little bit. But that was absolutely huge. 3-2 in the bottom of the 8th. Wasn't going to play the rally just yet because they haven't tied it, but we have a pitching change, and we'll be right back. Now's a good time to read more comments. Let's see. Even though it was against the Phillies, I love great plays. Yes, for sure. Larry says, Willie was a great ambassador for baseball. Played with such evident joy. Do you see that today? I see some players have that, but not a lot. It's a different game today. You know, it's a totally different game. The pitch clock there. I mean, there's so many things that we can talk about. What makes the game different? Willie is my second favorite player in my life. Roberto Clemente is my number 1. Troy says, Willie was good when he played through the steroid era and didn't use them and was the best. He was. It's reached 200 likes, man. Kobe died taking his team and his daughter to a basketball tournament or game, and that was also the same day that was the same flight. All those people, rest in peace to all of them. But one of them was Aaron Judge's high school baseball coach, I remember. That was also on that plane. You're right, JJ. That's why I love this. It's great. It's good stuff, especially like with deep topics about this. It's awesome. It's really, really awesome. Prayers for the Mays family. That's all I want to see, man. That's all I want to see. I want to see prayers in the chat. This is really cool, bro. Wow. Please let this be a morale booster. Yes, sir. 171 likes. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. I wish these summers were when we had a few of the 12 left on base. Here we go. Trea Turner up to bat. And the first pitch is dribbled foul towards the left side. Phillies down by 1. They just got a solo home run by Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber with 17 homers. Most home runs in the NL this season. 17 homers. And he's third. The pitch to Trea Turner. And he pops this one up. Out over towards right center field. Merrill walks on over towards his left side. He's there to make the catch. And we head to the top of the 9th inning. 3-2 Padres. As Kyle Schwarber gets a solo home run to cut the deficit to 1. And the Padres will come up to bat in the 9th. Well, he played during the steroid era. I thought that was Bonds, McGuire, and Canseco. Yeah. Yes. That is correct. Yes. That is correct. R.I.P. the Willie Mays. Cheers. Devon Candy says, need a scientific study on Kyle Schwarber. I mean, do we really need it? I did say that yesterday. Framber Valdez just threw 11 consecutive balls. What? In the 11th inning. Or sorry, not in the 11th. I'm sorry. In the 5th inning. He threw 11 consecutive balls. Framber this year, gotta tell you, he's not really been the sharpest. 11 consecutive balls against the White Sox. That's pretty embarrassing. His ERA is at 3.99. What's his game log? Gave up 5 earned runs his last outing. Yeah, he has not been himself. Absolutely not. Hello from the Dominican Republic. What's up, Junior Guerrero? I saw that you were on here earlier, my guy. Kyle could have a carrier of the world's strongest man instead chooses to hit home runs. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button. Well, to be fair, we have people that are like away from their phones, and they treat it like it's a radio call, and not everybody tunes in. But make sure you just hit the thumbs up button for those of you that are near your phones. It would really mean a lot to me. And if you want to donate, you're more than welcome to do so. I care about getting to 3,000 subs, man. I want us to get closer and closer. Jeff Hoffman's going to pitch the top of the 9th. Sosa will be in the game over at shortstop. So that's where he will be. And Hoffman will face Cronenworth to start off the 9th inning. The windup and the pitch. And that's sliced out of play for an 0-1 count. Houston to Dave has some words about Willie. He was the National League Rookie of the Year in 1951 twice. Sorry. In 1951, twice he won the MVP. I see what you're saying. Okay. I get it now. I was like, wait, how can you do it twice? Next pitch, swing and a miss. Won the MVP twice. He won 1 batting title. He won 12 Gold Gloves as the best outfielder in the league. Yep. No balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch, high bouncer that's chopped foul towards the first base side. Rookie of the year in 1954. I'm surprised that the Giants game hasn't stopped. They're still playing. Huh. I'm shocked. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Jake Cronenworth. And there's 1 out in the top of the 9th. Isn't this awesome? Boy, oh boy. That's a big out. Next pitch, and that's taken for a ball to Jurickson Profar. Profar's 1 for 3 with an RBI single back in the 6th. I can't compare errors, my guy. I can't do that. The 1-0 pitch, and there's a fly ball drifting out towards deep center field. Pache doesn't really have to flinch, though, and he's there to make the catch. To get out number 2. "24 All-Star games. 24 the number on his jersey. His iconic magic number, Willie Mays, the Say Hey kid, number 24. The pitch, and that swung on and missed. Phillies, what can I do for you? Padres, nothing, just looking. They're still playing the game at Rickwood Field. Yep. I mean, this just happened, my guy. Like, it was just reported like an hour ago. He died this afternoon, though. Next pitch, and that's fouled away. I'm just, I don't know, I'm kind of shocked. I guess it doesn't surprise me that they're still playing, but it's why, I don't know. It kind of does surprise me. The ball's 2 strikes, and the next pitch. Check swing. Did Machado go? And they say no over at first. 20 more likes for JJ and for Willie Mays. Yep, that's right. The 1-2 pitch by Hoffman. And it's spoiled foul once again. My cousin David was on here. Shout out to cousin David, man. I must have missed it. The 1-2 pitch, and there's a breaking ball or a fastball it was, that just missed low. Jimmy Rollins tweeted out, quote, "Willie Mays was a legend amongst legends. I'm blessed to have spent a few weeks around Willie, and I can tell you this, baseball lived deep inside of his heart, and he could trash talk with the best of them. Thank you, Willie. Rest in peace." 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch. Check swing. Did Machado go? And the first base umpire says no. And the count is now full. That's well said, Jimmy. I love J-Roll. J-Roll's great, bro. Hoffman gets set at the belt. And the payoff pitch. And Machado fouls it off but loses his bat as he does it. My cousin David, shout out to cousin David. What did he say? Just picked up my niece from San Diego from the airport. She's supposed to stay with us in Philly for the week. But if the Padres win this game, I'm sending her home early. That's funny. Top of the ninth. 2 outs. Nobody on. Phillies down 3-2 in the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Machado chases after a splitter that spelled nothing but trouble. And the inning is over as he strikes out. Last chance for the Phils as we go to the bottom of the ninth. Do they have something in them to tie the ball game? That's funny. I filled 2 of my 5 All-Star ballots out today. Phase 1 picks. Yep, I'm actually going to do a video of me doing my All-Star ballot, man. It's going to be great. What Philly jersey am I wearing? This actually is not a particular jersey in general. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and hit the bell icon, baby, and that way you'll know when we go live. When we upload, we do Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football on here. And not only do we do play-by-plays, but we do podcasts on here as well. Patrick, what's up, man? Thank you so much for coming on. And again, I apologize. My voice, honestly, is not in the best of shape tonight. It really isn't. I'm really trying not to push it because I did too much last night. And no, I'm not doing the hockey game tonight after that. But found you a few weeks ago, Patrick says, for the Clemens homer in the bottom of the ninth. South Jersey born and raised now in Indiana. Thanks for doing this. I appreciate that, Patrick. I really, really do. My boy Kevin emailed me yesterday, and he said that he tunes in from Indiana. So I wonder if you guys are close. That's really, really cool. He emailed and gave me a lot of really incredible praise yesterday. Or actually, it was 2 days ago. I'm losing track of my days. All right. Well. The last time that Bryce Harper, who's going to lead off the inning here in the bottom of the ninth, the last time that he faced Suarez was when Joe Davis said it was the swing of his life. And now he's up to bat here. That was back in 2022. Suarez with the first pitch. It's inside and low for a ball. He's the closer now for the San Diego Padres. Robert Suarez, 33 years old, from Venezuela. Harper the tying run, the 1-0 pitch to Bryce. Line drive into right field for a base hit, and Harper the tying run is over at first base. So he's able to get a piece of that one. And sends it out to right field for a hit. Welcome back, Patrick, baby. Sorry I can't get to all your chats here. I have a brother named Robert Bobby Arts, and he is a huge Phillies fan. That's cool. There we go. Alec Bohm up to bat. Time to lock in. Walk-off run up to bat. Phillies were down 3-1. And here's Bohm with the pitch. Line drive into left center field for a base hit. Harper rounding second. He'll go to third. He slides, and it's not in time. Runners at the corners, and Alec Bohm comes through again. Oh, boy. And the Phillies have something cooking in the bottom of the ninth, baby. Let's go. Fastball right down the middle. And the tying run is over at third base. Alrighty. Crowd standing on their feet with nobody out in the bottom of the ninth. And we do have time called on the mound. George. Wow. Stott is up to bat. He walked in the fifth, singled in the seventh, and is looking to get on base for his third straight time. Hit that thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. One Las Vegas native to another, and Robert Suarez having some deja vu. So here's Stott, who steps into the ring of fire. Castellanos in the on-deck circle. Runners at the corners, nobody out, bottom of the ninth. The first pitch way outside for ball one at triple digits. The winning run is over at first base. 39,000 fans in attendance tonight at the bank. Another sold-out crowd. The 1-0 pitch, and that just misses low. It came at 101 miles per hour, and Stott didn't even flinch. It's a 2-0 count. These are the spots where you want Bryson Stott to bat. And it's moments like this that you want to see. The 2-0 to Stott, and that's a line drive into left field for a hit. Harper will jog on in to score. It's a tie ball game in the bottom of the ninth as Bohm stops at second base. Back-to-back singles, and the Phillies are alive. And that's going to put the winning run over at second base. It's Alec Bohm. Up to bat now is Nick Castellanos. It is deafening at the bank with still nobody out. And Suarez gets a blown save. He had 17 saves coming into today. Castellanos up to bat. The pitch. Fly ball. Hit out over to right field. It drops in for a base hit. And it's a walk-off ground rule double as it bounces into the stands. Castellanos, another walk-off RBI base hit. Everybody goes over to second base, and they pour the Gatorade on him. Oh, baby! That's the 8th comeback victory for the Comeback Kids. Oh, man. Can you believe it? Wow. What a play. It was hit down the right field line. Tatis Jr., who came into the ball game, could not field it, and it bounced into the stands for a ground rule double, and the Phillies walk it off by getting 4 hits in a row in the bottom of the ninth. Next man up mentality. Liam Castellanos got to witness it, and Nick Castellanos comes through with a walk-off ground rule RBI double. The Phillies were down 3-1 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Schwarber had a solo homer, and the Phillies walked it off. They tied it on an RBI single by Stott, and Castellanos with the game ball. How about 4 for 5 for Nick Castellanos? Just unbelievable, man. Great stuff. I keep telling you that this team is never done. They are not done. The 20th overall comeback victory for Philadelphia. It's win number 49, and yet another 9th inning comeback. That's the 9th time that they have come back in the 9th inning or later. Just unbelievable. Really, just really insane. So, first 4-hit game of the season for Nick Castellanos too, by the way. And Robert Suarez, not only does he get the blown save, but he also gets a loss as well. And the Phillies just continue to do a great job against him. That's his first blown save of the season too, by the way. First blown save of the season. And I'm sure he's going to have nightmares tonight. Another bell, baby! Ah! I don't care if my voice is on fire. That's awesome. Let's go! Phillies and Padres, law. We owned them. That's great. How do you describe that game in one word? Where are the people that said that the Phillies lost, man? Where are those people? Where are they at, bro? It's great. Casty needed the day to show he's still a Philly. It's not only just today, man. He did a great job yesterday. He had 2 big doubles. And today he came through again. Wow. Spectacular. Spectacular is the one word that you would use. I like that. Thank you for the great call. That's 5 words, but no problem. Love our Phillies. Strategy. There's a word. I like strategy. That's great. Sudden. JJ, that was a crazy game. It's been a crazy season, bro. It's been a crazy season. Insane. What a team. Bro, who's the guy that bet on his mortgage or mortgage for his rent? He was probably screaming. Victory. Unfreaking believable. Watching again for another bottom of the 9th comeback. Watching every game here, baby. Let's go. I am going to replay this, and I will try to cut some highlight calls. I apologize again about my voice tonight. It has not been 100% ever since last night, so I've been really trying to take it easy. I pushed a lot right there. My voice is on fire, and I'm gonna stop. All right? We got a 105 game tomorrow. I will be back on for that, even if the voice is hoarse, because we commit, man. All right, love you. Lila Tove, everybody, resilient. Thank you. Drink hot tea. I am going to drink some hot tea. I'm going to go boil that myself right now. That was a badass game. That was awesome. Let's go. Oh, I love this team. Who loves this team? Where's that Debbie Downer that said that he knew the Phillies inside and out and he said the game was over? That's what I was asking, man. I was asking the same question. Do you love this team? I love this team. I love this team. Comment down below if you love this team. I do. They're great. Troy says me. Oh, what a game, bro. What a game. Serena loves this team. Troy loves this team. Turkglass loves this team. Wayne loves this team. Who else loves this team? Yep. Troy says love the Phillies. I love this team, man. Liam Castellanos has to come to these games, bro. Matt loves this team. I like this team, but they've hurt me before, says Larry. I understand. I get it. Matt's fully in. I'm in, Larry. I'm in. Let's go. I love this team, says Den Brew. Spurger loves the team. All Philly fans do. Not all Philly fans. All right, that's done. All right, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I got to go rest the voice. I will be back on tomorrow afternoon. We got a quick turnaround, 1:05 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to go. Make some tea. Good night. Lila Tove, everybody. Lila Tove. Good night.